Number 4, we have discussed statistics are enumerated or estimated according to the reasonable standard of accuracy. Now we have to discuss here number 5, collected in a systematic manner. Statistics should be collected systematically. Statistics not collected in a systematic manner would lead to misleading conclusions. If this aspect, systematic collection, is not followed, the result would be unreliable. Suppose I have to collect, I am collecting marks of Hindi, so I have to collect Hindi marks of all student. I am collecting marks of English. Then I can, then it will be called a systematic manner. I collecting English marks, then I am collecting maths marks. Then it will be called a systematic manner. I can get any conclusion. Then statistics are collected. Number 6, statistics are collected for a predetermined purpose. Here the purpose of data collection should be decided in advance, and it should be specific and well defined. For example, to collect data related to price, one should decide whether to collect wholesale prices or retail prices, and for which commodity you have to collect. Suppose I want to know the price of rice in any state, so I have to collect all the data and then I can compare it other state. And we have to decide whether to collect reason wise, commodity wise, period wise, and for which they are required, means agriculture production. We have to collect for predetermined purpose. Last one is number 7, statistics should be placed in relation to each other. So here statistics are placed in relation to each other. Here, for the purpose of comparison, data collected that must be homogeneous. It would be meaningless to compare the height of students with their pocket allowances because these data are not homogeneous. If I am collecting pocket allowances of the student and height of a student, so that I cannot compare. But if I collect production of rice region wise, period wise, in 1949 production of rice, and in according to reason wise, according to commodity wise, then I can compare. So statistics should be placed in relation to each other. Data should not be homogeneous. I cannot collect the data of rice and period wise and data of wheat reason wise. Both data should be same. Another example here we can take, statistics should be placed in relation to each other. For example, population of India at a point of time may be compared with that of any earlier year or with the population of other country. So in the absence of above characteristics, numerical data cannot be called statistics. So it can be said that all statistics are numerical statements, but all numerical statements are not statistics. So we studied Horrocks-Christ definition. So we have studied all the characteristics of plural sense, that is number of statistics. Number 1, statistics are aggregates of fact are affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes. Statistics are numerically expressed. Statistics are enumerated or estimated according to reasonable standard of accuracy. Statistics are collected in a systematic manner. Statistics are collected for a predetermined purpose, and statistics are placed in relation to each other. So whole characteristics I have written here, plural sense definition of statistics, that is according to Horrocks-Christ. It means statistics are aggregate of facts. It is affected by multiplicity of causes. It is statistics can be expressed numerically, and it is enumerated or estimated according to a reasonable standard of accuracy, collected in a systematic manner, collected for predetermined purpose, and placed in relation to each other. So we have studied here plural sense definition.